So I want to show you a video, about 3 minutes long. And I'll give you the context behind the video, because it'll establish what we need to talk about for the rest of today. About 3 years ago, I went to visit one of my clients in Southern Virginia. It was actually around the Norfolk Beach, Virginia Beach area. So it was a hospital, but I was staying in a hotel. Across the street from the hotel, there were 3 restaurants. And I could pick whichever restaurant I want to go to, right? Much like me and my Aunt Agnes can pick which hospice we want to take her to. So I went outside, I said, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I picked a particular restaurant. I walked inside. Okay, thank you. I picked a particular restaurant, walked inside, and there was no one there to greet me. Has it ever happened to you? We've walked into a restaurant and there's no one there to say hello. Like 5 seconds can feel like 5 minutes, right? So I went inside, no one greets me. After a little bit, they greet me, sit me down at the bar, and the bartender, he brought me the menu, took my order, brought the food, removed the food, brought me the check, took away the check. All the bare minimums. Now, people who do the bare minimums, I call them BMs. No, people who do just enough to not get fired, the BMs is bare minimum. So this guy, so this BM, doing just not an ounce more than anything. So as an auditor, like I'm an auditor also, I'm a quality auditor. So I'm looking around to see if everyone else is getting the same lack of treatment that everyone else was. So they were consistently bad. At least they were consistent. They were consistently bad. As I'm going back to the hotel, I'm walking back to the hotel, I'm thinking, don't they realize I'm never going to come back here again? All they had to do was engage me in a conversation or something. And I was by myself, and I was making an extra effort to look bored. And I had my head like doing this, nothing, no engagement. So I got back to my hotel room, and I sat down and I started writing. How does a customer want to feel? If you want to engage them and make them loyal, how should you treat them, right? So I wrote this thing out. This came from nowhere. And I called my wife back home. Home is DC, by the way. I didn't say that, right? Did I? Yeah, I didn't swim from St. Thomas to come see you. In case you're wondering. But anyway, so I called her and I said, so I gave her the whole story. And then I read her what I had just written, and she was quiet for like 10 seconds on the phone. And then she said, okay, Bryan, I know you're into this service stuff, but you just wrote a love letter about service. So we took that and turned it into merchandise, and DVDs, and posters, all based on this bad experience. But I'm going to show you the video. It's like 3 minutes long. And on the video, you're going to see words. And those words are your patients and families telling you how not just to serve them, but how to make them feel truly engaged and taken care of.